All right, now we can begin. This giant box here is from Unplugged Performance. This is actually a bumper to a Model 3. There's a guy in Raleigh, North Carolina that had this shipped out to me. I'm going to put some vinyl on some certain pieces of this, ceramic coat it, and install it in his Model 3. And I'm going to unbox it. And you want to see this giant box? It got dropped. It got flown over from California. Well, let me get back up a little bit. Unplugged Performance is a company that they make high performance parts for Teslas, and they make some crazy stuff. You've probably seen Dark Helmet. It's the Plaid Model S. It was actually launched right when the Plaid was launched. They got an early one and they got to do all the testing on it. And this car is absolutely crazy. But what they've done before that Plaid was they took and redesigned that front bumper. So this bumper has more of a sharp nose to it. And then with that, it actually gets more range. I ran into someone that had this on their Model 3 at a supercharger when I was driving across country, and I asked him, I said, is that just for looks or do you get actually better range? And he told me that every time he gets to, well, say he's going to the next supercharger, it'll say he gets there with, 18%. He shows up with like 23%. So it actually does increase his range. Plus it looks a little different. You guys know I'm all about looking different than everyone else's Tesla because there's only 5 different versions of them, or 5 different colors of the 4 different cars. This is going to make his car look a little bit different. Let's unbox this thing, see what it looks like inside. First of all, the packaging and the branding is on point. They even have their own tape. Everything is sealed up nice. There's no damage on this at all. The truck driver who dropped it off, he actually said they packaged this thing up really nice. This is nice. Actually, that was just an exaggeration. It's all wrapped up in bubble wrap. I'm gonna unwrap everything and make sure there's no damage on this, and then I'll show you some good detailed shots of this. All right, here it is unboxed, and you can see right from here, I have it tipped up, you can really tell how this point comes right out. Now, a Model 3 normally is very, very rounded there, and it does a really good job, but this is nice and pointed. It's going to give a little bit less air resistance, and but also give this a nice aggressive look. This lip is out quite far, and this is part of one of the pieces I'm wrapping. So what he actually sent me this for is I'm going to wrap black the fog light area, wrapping the front lip, and let me tip this down for you. Wrapping this front lip, which is going to be very, very aggressive, nice matte black, and then this side as well, plus ceramic coating it. Wow, look at that pocket right in here. And look at the details. You got the Unplugged Performance logo right here. This is painted very, very well. This is probably a better paint job than what he has on his car right now. He may have to get his buffed out. Whew, this thing looks nice. There are some scratches. I'm gonna have to buff out a little bit here before I do the ceramic coating. There's a little bit right here from the bubble wrapping and everything, and from shipping, but we're gonna clean this up, buff it out, vinyl wrap this, ceramic coat it, and then put it on his car. And it's going to look amazing. This thing looks more aggressive than it does online. Definitely a more aggressive front end. Garage all set up. It's Saturday morning early. I got the bumper sitting outside ready for him. He's going to be here any minute now. We're going to install it in here in the garage, and let me show you some of the things. It's going to be a little bit difficult to install. So as you see right here, there's just these nubs for the fog light. There's 3 spots for the fog light to grab onto, and it kind of sets right in here. So I'm gonna have to drill holes into this and tap the screws for this. Also, here is the grill. Hopefully this fits really well, but there's missing a tab here, and there's a screw that goes here that is not there. So I don't know what we're gonna do here. And also, I have to pop these holes. I have to drill some holes and make this work. So, wish me luck. He'll be here soon. So underneath the car, there's 3 bolts that get removed that hold the plastic shield. Up top, underneath the frunk, well, of course you have to remove the frunk, there's 6 bolts that hold the bumper on, and then 2 clips on either side. You can wedge a plastic pry tool in between there and pop those free. In the wheel well, there is 1 bolt on either side, and then it is released just by brute force. You just pull. And of course, there's push pins all over the place in the wheel wells. You pretty much have to remove the wheel wells on the front half of them. And then the installation is just in reverse order. So this bumper is thicker, so you have to loosen up those 2 bolts there on the side so it can fit through there. And then you'll just tighten those up for the correct fitment. So this actually fit pretty good. There was a couple spots I had to drill. There's 2 pins over here you had to drill out. I had to drill the hole bigger right here and where that screws up top there. And also these screws didn't line up here. But that's what you get with a aftermarket kit. Tesla didn't make this kit, so you're gonna have to fiddle a little bit with it. But man, that thing looks so much different. Kind of has that Highland theme going, and you definitely get better range with this. It's been tested. Let me know what you think down below. I think the car likes it. So by the way, does anybody need a bumper to a Model 3? This is a very new Model 3. No parking sensors at all. This is a stock bumper and it's in great shape. There's no scratches or dings or anything on it. I'm actually selling this for him. It will fit in that box, but I'm not shipping it. So if you live in the Charlotte area, Charlotte, North Carolina, and you're looking for a gray bumper, factory paint, this will just bolt right up. So if you got a damaged bumper, we can swap everything over here. Let me know if you're interested. My email is down below. I think it looks good. Totally different from everyone else's. That's the whole point. You don't want to look like everyone else's car. That definitely doesn't look like everyone else's car. Even though you got the same color as a lot of people, the front end looks totally different. It changes the look of that thing. Plus, you're going to get better range. Thanks again, Frank, for trusting me with your car. Sending me out this bumper. This giant box here from Unplugged Performance came to me before he even saw it. So thanks for trusting me and talking with you here while I install it. It was fun. I enjoyed it.